There it is. The roti and the curry chicken. So I say dessert is ready. Everything look good. Wagwan, what's great? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome and thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Chef Adrian Morris and you're watching Morris Time Cooking.
We know about sardine, mackerel, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing I waste, nothing I dash way.
Welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Dinner Series, Week 5 here on Morris Time Cooking. What are we making today? We're going to make some curry chicken, yeah, some roti. We're going to go into dessert with some cornmeal pudding. So if that sounds interesting, follow me in the kitchen and let's get cooking. We're going to kickstart everything now by first making our dessert. Dessert is cornmeal pudding before. And we're going to go in with 2 cans of coconut milk. So this is about 900 milliliters in total. Just gonna get a little bit of water, about half can of water. And I'm gonna mix that out, right? Just so we get that excess milk out. Pour that in. Yeah man, you know settings going on. Tell me how I enjoy the thing them so far. And yes, man I say. So we're gonna add now to the coconut milk about a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Yeah, make everything nice. 1 cup of brown sugar. For this point, you can add a little bit less or a little bit more depending on how sweet you want your pudding to be, right? So 1 cup, and we're just gonna mix that. If you have just a whisk, you can do that. I'm just being lazy by putting it in here, and it's very convenient. So just mix that until everything dissolves. Everything smells good enough. Shaja. Oh, and my oven is already preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what you want. That smells good. That smells so good. Alright, gonna take about 1/4 cup of that mixture. I'm gonna reserve that for later. So add a 1/4 cup of the mixture here. A little bit more. That smells so good. Jaja. Alright, in a separate bowl now, I'm gonna go in with 3 cups of fine grain cornmeal. Ensure that it's fine grain cornmeal, because if it's not fine grain, it's gonna be too coarse and it's not gonna give you the best tasting pudding, right? And we'll still sift that. So if we have any coarse grain remaining, we can get rid of that, right? So just sift that through a sift. You see that? That's what I don't want. Just discard that, right? I have here 1 cup of all-purpose flour. This will help to solidify your pudding so it's not soft like porridge, right? This will make it nice and firm. And I have here a 1/4 cup of dried raisin. Gonna add the raisin to this. Just give that a quick mix. This will help the raisins to disperse or just to go all around that cornmeal pudding nicely, and it won't sink to the bottom, right? So just coat that in the flour, and then I'm going to sift off the flour as well. You want to sift all the dry ingredients, right? So we'll just do this so we get all the raisins coated. You can separate them while they're at it. And there you go for the raisins. I'm going to add those in. I have here 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, and a teaspoon of pink salt. I'm gonna go in, mix that up. There's not much to it at this point. If you want some coconut, some dry coconut flakes, you can add it in, right? Some people would add yam, grate yam, and put it in theirs, or however way. I'm just keeping it nice, traditional, simple cornmeal pudding. So no coconut flakes for me, just the raisin. And those raisins, you can also soak them into some white rum, right? That's even better. If you have some white rum, you can just tip a little bit into your pudding. And that's pretty much it, right? So now we're gonna add that into our wet ingredients. And if we need any more liquid, we can add a little bit of coconut milk to this. Alright, gonna mix that in. Slowly mix that in. Alright. And I'm I'm gonna add the rest in now. Nice. And I'm using the whisk attachment right now. What go on? Can you talk to me?
Yeah. I want to say something. Look what I made. I was just practicing using an app. And something they taught me how to draw and see. That's what I made.
So yeah, go on. Body.
Like shading and stuff.
My son can show me. You just draw, we call that a panda.
Yeah, panda.
Yeah, man.
We call something different in Jamaica.
Mad. Good job, looks good. Alright, go on, I'm finish up the thing. Alright. So we're just gonna mix that in slowly until everything is combined. Alright, make we look at that now. Because we want it to be a little bit runny, you know. So scrape up the bottom if needed. Get all of that mixture off. So you see that texture? That's what you want, to be a runny batter. Alright, set that to the side. So we have here a baking tray or a baking pan. You can use those ones that you can adjust, clip it out when you're ready, or anyone you have really. I'm gonna spray some cooking spray in here. I'm gonna add a little bit of flour. You get that extra flour and just dust it around basically. So we coat the bottom of the pan and the sides. Alright. Nice and easy, man. And this has not even been 10 minutes. And we're good to go. So there we go. Greased up nicely. We're gonna pour in that mixture now. Beautiful. Perfect amount for a 9-inch tin. We get a proper pudding. And as I said before, you add the amount of sugar according to your health restrictions or your preference, you know. Alright. I'm gonna tap it just to burst any air bubbles that may be present. Here we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of raisin on top. You know what I say? Just sprinkle some raisin on top. You don't have to be like me, you know. You can just scatter these, but you don't know. I always do things in a different way. What about my son? What's up? What's good? See the next rub right there.
Oh, wow.
Look, don't put that in there. Pudding. Yay. Alright, go on about your business. Yay, later. Gonna get a little bit of butter now. I will just put a little bit around the edge of the pan like so. Just distribute it generously. What this will do, this will give you a nice crisp edge on your pudding. Yeah, man. Gonna bake the pudding to give you a nice little crisp edge. About 2 tablespoons of butter in total I'm gonna be putting here. So when it melts down on the side of the pan, then it just crisp up the pudding. Trust me, man. You bite to the edge just nice and crispy. There you go. We're gonna pop this in the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes, and then after which I'm gonna show you what to do next. Yeah, man. So let me know you enjoying the Sunday series them so far. You see what I say? I love the Sunday dinner settings, and as I'm saying, all of these recipes are on the channel, which is the good thing about this thing. I'm kind of bringing back a few of the things that I have. Right, pudding is in. By the time the pudding is done, I'm going to work on it right now because I'm done the right test already. I'm gonna just whip up the, because I'm done in a flour already. I'm just gonna whip up the roti dough from now. You see me I say? Yeah, man. I was gonna season the chicken for the curry, but I'm not do that quite yet because the roti dough need to sit for a little while. So that's what we're gonna be working on next. Right here I have 3.5 cup of all-purpose flour. We're gonna whip up some roti right now. You see me? Simple, everything is so simple, but it's just the techniques that make these things good, you know. And about a teaspoon of pink salt. Right? And we're gonna go in with some baking powder. We're gonna go in with about a tablespoon. Yeah man, just add a little bit more. That is basically it for your roti. You see me I say? Yeah man, and as I said, videos out on the channel detailing how we deal with these things. Alright, mix that up so you know you incorporate the salt, the baking powder, the whole 9 yards. Man, that's the place. Yeah. Want some lukewarm water. Almost, you know, not room temperature. I want it to be a little bit warm. And that way, you know, it can help the dough to be nice and soft. So I'm going to try to catch about, I have a 1.25 cups of lukewarm water. And that's what we're going to be using to make the dough. When I use that to make the dough, it makes the dough nice and soft. You see what I say? And we're going to add that water in. This is a 1.25 cups, but we're not going to add everything at once. I'm going to add the cup first and mix it up. I want a nice, not sticky, but a nice soft dough. Look like you can use the whole 1.25 cups, you know. Alright, we're going to go in with the hand now. Go in with our hands. So the 1.25 cups too small. Alright, so you're just gonna knead the flour. Yo, dinner is basically done, you know? Cause you don't say dessert gone on. You see what I say? Yeah, man. Dinner is basically done, my fam. Need a little bit more water. So about a 1.5 cups of water I'm using, you know, to this 3.5 cups of flour. Yeah, man. Need. So you lift and press. That's all you need. Yeah, lift and press. So you lift the outside, bring it inside and press. The gluten is developing nicely. I get a tray. Gonna cut this dough into half. Yep. And now we're gonna separate this into around 3 to 4 pieces, so 8. So we got 8. Just feel them out to see how. Alright. Good size. We're gonna roll these up. So you cup the hand like this. Put it over the dough and we're just gonna roll it. There. So we get them nice and round ball. Yep. Get a little bit of flour and dust your tray. And I'll put those on there. And we'll just repeat that. There we go. You see me? Add a little bit of flour on top. Get a clean towel. Just damp it a little bit. And we'll just cover that up. And we're just gonna set this down for about 30 minutes or so while we work on the chicken, and we should be good to go. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna wash up and do the chicken now. How come, boss? So right now I have some chicken here, leg quarters, and I'm gonna take off the skin. Trim up that. So there you go, I took the skin off and everything, clean out the bones, chop those up into bite-sized pieces in the joint, and then the leg or the drum, I'm gonna cut that in half, press down, slice. So get that. For the thigh now, break that down the middle. So cut this in about 6 pieces each quarter. So there we go. So for each leg quarter, I get 6 pieces from them. And I'm gonna wash them with some lime juice. Add a bit of vinegar on top. There we go. Add some water to that. And then we're gonna wash those. Pour it off. So here I have some onion, scallion, some thyme, some garlic, and 2 thumb-sized pieces of ginger. I'm gonna add all of that now to my wash and clean chicken. I'm gonna go into a few cuts of scotch bonnet pepper or to your spice tolerance. Some all-purpose seasoning over that. And I'm using here 4 pounds of chicken leg quarters. I'm gonna add some more all-purpose here. So we're going to go into about 3 tablespoons of all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to add some black pepper in, about a teaspoon. So even though we have onion and garlic in, we're still going to go into some garlic powder, a tablespoon, and a tablespoon of onion powder. Last but not least, some curry powder. I'm going to go into about 2 tablespoons, 2 to 3 tablespoons. We're going to add some olive oil. Then we're going to go in and massage all of this goodness in. Yeah, put on a gloves if you have to, because you don't know me now on my hand. Curry up, you know. What's up, my son? What's up, my son? Yeah. That's the chicken. We're going to add that in a pot right away. You can let this marinate, you know. We're going to cook right away, right? Alright, so I just took out the pudding. Here we go. So you take this out just when it starts to set. So we'll get that mixture now. Yeah. And we'll add it on here. So there you go. That's what you want. When you add that liquid on top, I'm going to pop this back in the oven. This is going to help us to create a nice soft top pudding. Alright, so we're going to kickstart the curry now. We're going to add some oil in this pot. About just enough to cover the base of your pot. Once the oil is heated, we're going to add about a tablespoon of the curry powder and we're going to toast it. In Jamaica, we call this burning the curry. I hope all this chicken can fit in this one pot, you know. When it starts to come to a slight smoke point, that's how we're going to add the curry in, the chicken in. Alright, that looks good. I'm going to go in with my chicken pieces now. Holy. Don't think I'm gonna cook all of this, you know. Yeah, man. This 4 to 5 pound of chicken, I don't think I'm gonna cook all of this. I won't be cooking all of this chicken here. Leave this place. Stop. What? Go on. Stop by to my place. Go on, boy, business. Pot are too small, you know what I'm saying? So I won't be cooking all of this chicken. I'm gonna leave some of the chicken. Let's stir that up. This is enough. Because you put too much, some are gonna cook before some of them mash up. I don't want that. I'm gonna cover this and allow it to produce its own liquid on medium heat. Check that out. That's all liquid produced. You're gonna add some water to cover the pieces with all that seasoning from before. Give that a stir. Then we're gonna cook that for about 15 minutes before we add in some potatoes and carrots, right? Alright, we're just gonna add this to the curry. Potatoes in. Season that up with a little black pepper. Gonna go into a little bit of all-purpose seasoning because mine needs it. About a teaspoon and a half. Mix that up. We're gonna allow these now to just soften. And once these are softened, then we can add the carrots in last. If you want to put some sweet peppers in, you can if that's something that you like. So while that's going, we're going to work on our roti now. Okay, we're going to go on now with our roti pan. Let that heat up slowly on medium heat. We're going to work on the roti. Dust some flour on our surface. Need a little bit of oil. Flour clean work surface. And we have the dough ball, they've been resting. So you get the dough ball. And you're gonna roll that out now. So once you roll it out to an extent, you get some oil, and we're gonna brush that on. So you get the oil, call this bust up shut, our oil roti. What we're doing now, we're gonna create some layers in between this roti. You're gonna need more oil. So you rub that. You're gonna get a knife, and you're just gonna cut it from the center, like so. A little bit of flour, and you're going to sprinkle that over. So as I said, what this is going to do is going to help to create some layers in your roti. So you grab this now, you lift it up, and you're going to make a triangle like so. You just roll that around. Roll it 360 all the way around. You roll that around like so. You see that? There. Alright? And then you're gonna tuck. You're gonna tuck this in. Tuck that in. So you call it the roll and tuck. You tuck that in. And essentially what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be making back that of a ball. You see what I say? So there. So that is what you want. So essentially get back that circle that we had before. My dough is a little bit dry. I should have used a damp rag on here. But there we go. Alright, so we have all of the roti them ready. We're gonna just roll it out now. And I have the thing over there heating up. Just some flour. Alright, so I just roll this out last time now to about 12 inches. Alright, so there we go. So you're just gonna oil this up a little bit. And then we're gonna go on now with the roti. And we're just gonna toast it. Gonna get a little bit. And rub against the outside. Now you want to turn that over. So once you start seeing blisters, that's a good sign it's cooking nicely. Get a little bit of oil. And with the brush, you lightly brush the oil over. That is it. Once you start seeing little blisters, now we know we're good to go. Just gonna take it like this, put it in a towel, in a damp towel, clean towel. We'll just clap it up because it's very hot. And there you go. You have the bust up shut, fold it. I'm gonna keep it in that damp cloth so it doesn't dry out. Alright? Beautiful. There we go. And I'm just gonna add that roti right on there. There it is. The roti and the curry chicken. See, I see. Yeah. Nice. So there's our cornmeal pudding. You just open that up. Yeah, man. There it is. Cornmeal pudding. You know what I say? That is it, man. Dessert is ready. Everything look good. Leave a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment below. And say if you love my vibe, don't forget to hit subscribe. Jano, try it out at home. You won't be disappointed. Once again, thank you very much for watching. You see, until next time, safe travel upon the gravel. And go and big up on yourself.